Over the past week, 3 teasers for Season 5 have been hidden around World's Edge, and when you put them together, you get a map. Now the clues here are pretty subtle, but we can use this to paint a picture of what we can expect in Season 5, what we can expect from the lore, and other changes coming. This is a well-researched piece and it ties in some Titanfall lore, so hopefully you know a bit about Titanfall, but if not, there's still a lot of interesting things to learn here. So this map is clearly of Sing Labs. To me, this makes it obvious that we'll be going straight back to Kings Canyon in Season 5. Now before we get into more details such as the new expected map layout and the potential changes coming to Kings Canyon in Season 5, it's important I go back through the lore a little. The main live map is always grounded in lore, and it has followed a storyline up until this point. So, flashback to the start of Season 2. Crypto manages to hack the repulsor tower, breaking it and causing destruction to Kings Canyon.
That can't be good.
The repulsor essentially played a frequency that was inaudible to humans, but so frustratingly powerful to the fauna that they always kept their distance from it. With it destroyed, the leviathans and flyers came onto Kings Canyon. Now, for a season, it wasn't such a big deal. The Apex Games organizers sort of let the legends do their thing as the game went on. But as time went past, the invasion of fauna became out of control, and the Apex Games organizers made a choice to close down Kings Canyon and move the legends to a new arena on World's Edge.
I'm there, I'm closing down the bar, and next thing I know, the call comes in. Pack your bags, we're moving to a new arena. I'm like, whatever, like I'm afraid of another planet. What was that?
Now at this point, a whole 2 seasons go by. We get Revenant dropping in, the whole Hammond Robotics incident plays out, and all that, and I'm sure we'll learn more about that story in due course. But for now, it's time to go back to Kings Canyon and learn some more truth about the origins there, Wraith's backstory, Crypto's search for truth, and how the Ares division have been running experiments hidden deep underground Kings Canyon. Okay, so it's going to get pretty confusing here, but hear me out. So, we know that Wraith's Labs is connected to a research project ran by Amir Singh and funded by the Ares division, an armed science unit that often researches very experimental tech. They have no care for morals, so the kind of experiments they run can be pretty dangerous. For example, they tried to harness alien technology during the war to destroy planets in a Death Star-like fashion. However, the tech they were experimenting with on Kings Canyon was interdimensional phase technology. It's the same technology Wraith uses with her abilities. Now, Ares are also connected with the keycard Teasers lying around World's Edge, and they also had some connection with the Skyhook space elevator. We don't know how it all ties together yet, but what's clear is that they essentially hid in the Outlands to safely work on experiments as far away from the war as possible. With the war gone, the Syndicate formed. They are a new group that are responsible for hosting the Apex Games, and their power in the Outlands is very clear. They have the power to make people disappear, bend new stories to fit their needs, and basically they have control of the entire Outlands at this point. We do know that Cuban Blisk is pretty highly involved. Cuban Blisk was a previous member of the Apex Predator, an elite mercenary group that would carry out the dirty work for organizations during the war for profit. Well, at one point during the war, the Apex Predators worked for the Ares division. In fact, they were there during the Battle of Typhon, so they saw the power of the technology Ares was working with. Well, fast forward to just before the Apex Games opened, after the war ended, and for whatever reason, the Syndicate had planned to destroy, burn, hide, and bury any evidence of the Ares division's work.
Purging Terminal B.
With Cuban Blisk being on the forefront of the Battle of Typhon and now being the Apex Games commissioner, it was clear that he wanted to hide something and he never wanted it to be found. Of course, with the excavation of Singh's labs, we learned some secrets about the Ares experiments that ran underground, but it's only just the start. And in Season 5, we will go back to Kings Canyon to find even more underground secrets. It's likely that we'll learn more about the technology that the Ares division had created, and maybe we'll learn more secrets of the war too. What's interesting is, like previous seasons, we know that the new legend will have something to do with these new teasers. If you've seen the leaks already, you probably already know, but the new legend will also utilize the same kind of face technology that Wraith does, but in more unique ways. Crypto is also still hunting down the truth, and the clues that are being dug up about the Ares division are getting Crypto closer to the truth. Now, we don't know why the Apex Games Commissioner decided that the games would be hosted in Kings Canyon again. That part I don't understand. It could be that the new legend stole some new tech from deep underground Kings Canyon, and in an attempt to keep the secrets from getting out, Cuban Bliss decided to get the legends back on Kings Canyon and get some more Syndicate activity there so that the secrets won't be revealed. Of course, that would mean we would have left Kings Canyon for 2 whole seasons, so we can expect more overgrown terrain, more fauna like flyers, Leviathan, and maybe even prowlers, and more terrain laying to waste. More importantly, we can expect to see a large new area where the open land is near labs in the current Kings Canyon map. We may get a large experimental dig site or large connection of underground tunnels. I'm not sure yet, but I'm sure we'll all find out very soon. So, with the hidden secrets for the Ares division potentially being exposed for us to explore, it got me thinking, what kind of secrets will we be able to find under Kings Canyon, and how could it fit into the future story? Well, we will probably see all kinds of experiments, both failed and successful. We may find out some details about how the lore ties into the new character too. It's possible that we may get a look at hidden storage facilities for IMC war equipment too. Take these Spectres, for example, which were shown in the Voidwalker trailer in Wraith's labs, but nowhere to be seen in the current game.
So the IMC's still here in your world.
Wait! You're me? How is that possible?
All units, code violet. Lockdown on
Hey,
all levels.
listen. This place burrows for miles with only one way out. So, which way is it?
With Spectres being hidden underground, could this also mean that Pathfinder's Awakening room could also be hidden underground in Kings Canyon too? I still hold on to the theory that Pathfinder may have been created in World's Edge, but there's certainly that possibility. We may also learn more about what happened in the war. I don't think Respawn will ever want to say whether one side won or lost the war, because it could ruin the potential story they have planned for Titanfall 3 if it ever were to come, but there's definitely some secrets which may help to tell what happened after the war. To me, it seems like there wasn't a real victor and the war-torn universe fell into a slump, but the powers that be snuck through and tried to build a hidden group of leaders to rule the Outlands and maybe later push back into the frontier, and that is of course the Syndicate. But who are the Syndicate? Could it be possible that they have a rivalry with Ares after seeing the destruction they caused on Typhon? Or maybe they are formed with members of both Ares and the Apex Predators, and perhaps they work in parallel to hide their biggest secrets and keep the stories and horrors of the war hidden so they can sneak into power after the end of the war. It's clear that what happened after Crypto's foster sister, the Syndicate absolutely don't want anybody to reveal any shred of truth about what they're doing. This is of course Crypto's whole purpose, his whole story, his whole reason for being in the Apex games right now is to find that truth and get it out to the public so that they can see that the Outlands is run by this terrible organization. I want to play back a few little snippets from the Stories from the Outlands Forever Family cinematic, which showcases Crypto's backstory, and it just perfectly fits into the story and how it's evolving in Season 5.
It's a new security protocol, but it's not displaying properly through my diagnostics.
Try that new interface package I sent you.
Uh-huh.
Run decryption?
Whoa.
It's a prediction algorithm. If whoever wrote this gets it online, they would be able to rig any match they want.
This is our chance. We can use it.
You can't be serious! 이게 뭐지? Damn it, Mila. Huh? Hey. Ah, 진짜, come on. truth. Now it's time to play my game.
To me, the Syndicate want the world to think there's no leader, that the Outlands is lawless and anybody can challenge anybody, but the truth is different. I think the Syndicate have far greater control of the Outlands, and Crypto's sister's disappearance proves that. So that's it from me. Thank you all for watching. I hope that this video has proven to be interesting. Who else is excited for Season 5? Because I certainly am. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications because I will be posting any new updates here as soon as they become available. Thanks again. I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio! Thank you so much for watching. If you want more content, I am currently doing a sort of Apex training series in my members area, so it's just $2.99 a month to join, and I'll be adding new videos every week, and you can talk with me and ask me what videos or tips you want me to create, and I'll make videos specially created for the members, so yeah, definitely sign up for that.